Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at Microsoft Plus for Windows 98. Now earlier this year you may remember we did a video on Plus 95 because I've been wanting to remake my old Plus Pack videos from 2014. Back then I just used virtual machines to install this software and I wanted to get a physical copy of each one, unbox it on video, and then install it on real hardware to get that full experience. And we did that with Plus 95 in this video right here if you want to go check it out. So now it's time to take a look at Plus 98. I've acquired a physical copy of this and that's why I gotta thank today's video sponsor Linode for making it possible. But yeah, Plus 98, it was released alongside Windows 98 back in, well, 1998, and it is a companion package for Windows. It includes various enhancements to the operating system, but I'm sure most of you guys are probably well aware of that by now. And the version for Windows 98, much like the version for 95, includes some new desktop themes and some additional programs and just things that allow you to tweak the system, some very useful utilities. You got all sorts of stuff here. McAfee VirusScan, I don't know how useful that's going to be. File cleaner, start menu cleaner, compressed folders. You've got themes, of course, Deluxe CD Player, Picture It Express, Lose Your Marbles, and Spider Solitaire. Yeah, you had Spider Solitaire in this pack as well because it did not ship with Windows by default at this time. So yeah, you got your system requirements and all that. And unlike our Plus 95 copy here, this one comes on a CD. Plus 95, there were versions on 3.5-inch diskettes and CDs, much like Windows 95 itself. But by the time Windows 98 came out, they were trying to really push CD-ROM, so that's why we got our CD-ROM version here. I don't know if this came on floppy diskettes though, but I would not be surprised if it didn't. So yeah, we'll go ahead and unbox this here. Unfortunately, I don't believe we have everything in this package. I think there are a few things missing, a few pieces of documentation, but you know, we still have the software itself, which is of course the most important thing. We'll just set that back there so you know we know what we're talking about. Not that I'm gonna forget anyways. Yeah, so here's the nice CD jewel case, and we have our registration card. So yeah, you'd have to fill it out and put your name and address and job description. And if you use the World Wide Web, yes, I'm a webmaster. Oh yeah, that's what I would pick. So yeah, that's all we got in here. We've got, of course, the software itself. Let's open that up. And oh, you know what? That might be why there's no manual. I wonder if it's all just in here. I think it is actually. Yeah, I think that's exactly what this is. So introducing Plus 98, it's going to tell you a little brief thing about the various programs and stuff, the Plus features, you know, what they can do, Spider Solitaire, technical support. It's only 15 pages, 15 really tiny pages as well. So yeah, it definitely shrunk that down. I assume there was probably no full-size booklet like this in here. It would not surprise me if there was not. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and switch over to, of course, the Windows 98 PC, which is running, well, Windows 98. And we're going to install this and we'll take a look at it. Alright, so we've got our Plus 98 CD. We're going to pop it into the 98 PC's disk drive. And let's take a look at this. So, we'll open up my computer. It's definitely been a while since I've used Plus 98, so this will be kind of fun to go through. Oh yeah, and of course we get that lovely startup sound from Windows 98. You gotta love when you have sound working. What? Plus 98 cannot run on this version of Windows. What do you mean? What do you mean? We've got kernel X on here, which probably isn't going to help us because... Oh, that's why. I've got kernel X enabled. Duh. Okay, well, kernel X, disable kernel X extensions. Okay. There we go. I was like, there's no way this doesn't work on second edition. I'm like, come on. Okay, so let's just quickly go through here and we'll get this installed. That was almost a problem. Of course, we need our CD key. Let's grab our jewel case here. Although, is this... Can you do the, like, 0 and 7s on here? Like, 0, 7, 7, 7, 7. Yes, you can. Look at that. Beautiful. So, we've got McAfee VirusScan. We'll scan system for viruses. Oh, it's going to do it right now. Okay, I thought it was going to do it after it finished the setup, but okay. So let's see if it finds anything. Hopefully not. Setup has completed the virus scan. Okay. So we're going to go with, let's go with custom so we can view all the components to go through. So here's everything. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things. And we've got in the themes folder, oh yeah, look at all those themes to go through. So we need 201 megs of disk space. All right, we got plenty. We'll just select everything and we'll start copying files. All right, so setup has finished and it's asking us to configure our desktop theme and run the maintenance wizard. We could uncheck them if we want, but we're going to do both of them. So our desktop theme, let's see what we've got in here. Now some of these, like the 60s USA and I believe Travel, yeah, these were in plus 95 because I remember going through these. I think science fiction as well, or I think the science theme. Let's see, the science theme is in here. Though I think a lot of these, yeah, that's right. A lot of these were just included with 98 out of the box. Some of the ones from plus 95 they just brought into 98 because I did not see, like, Inside Your Computer was not in the list of themes that it installed, but it's here in Windows 98 by default. So it just, groups all of them here, which is nice. You don't have to go through a separate program or anything. There's also this Corbis photography one, which I find interesting that they included this in here. Of course, Bill Gates owned Corbis, so that makes sense. But yeah, Corbis, a very significant part of Microsoft's history because it's how, I mean, it wasn't related to Microsoft other than the fact that Bill Gates owned the company, but the famous Bliss photograph was published on Corbis before Microsoft purchased it. I did a whole documentary about it if you want to get more info. But yeah, we're going to definitely select the More Windows theme, which I definitely really like. And we're going to grab everything. Let's preview the screensaver. Oh yeah, it's this one. Oh my gosh, I remember this. This is bringing me back to that old video that I did in 2015 or 2014. Yeah, you've got your pointers and sounds and stuff. It changes, the sounds. Not every single one, but although, well, these are just disabled sounds, like the closed program sound, thankfully, is disabled by default. So yeah, we're just gonna click close there. Oh yeah, here we go. Gosh, I love that busy cursor too. Just the Windows flag, it's so good. But yeah, and here's the maintenance wizard. Now, we saw this in plus 95 as well. I believe this is like an updated version of it. Cleaning up your start menu. This is something that was mentioned in the booklet here. So this enhancement would clean up your start menu for you. So it would remove like broken shortcuts. It would remove empty folders. Like if you had installed a bunch of programs and then uninstalled some things and just left an empty folder in the start menu, it would remove those for you. It would also, let's go to settings here. Yeah, remove broken items, move single items in a folder up one level. That's very nice too. Like if you had a folder with one thing in it, it would just move it up to the main level. And empty folders, as I said. So we're going to grab everything and we're going to reschedule. You could choose, whatever time you wanted it here, 2 times a month. You could select the months that you want it to, which apparently was like every other month by default. So yeah. You can do that. You can make multiple schedules if you want. So yeah, we'll hit OK and we'll clean it up now. It's not going to really find anything. And scan for viruses regularly. We'll just say yes, and this is all the default stuff. Defragment, scan your hard disk for errors, and delete unnecessary files regularly on day 1 of every month, okay? Now, we're not going to have it perform each task, because I made this mistake in the Windows 98 video, which it was nice to see it in action, but I allowed it to defragment the disk, which took like over an hour, and I was just sitting here like waiting to finish the video. So we're gonna not do that right now, because I know you guys know how defragmenting a disk, like what that entails. So yeah, congratulations, you've successfully completed Microsoft Plus 98 setup. To enable all features of VirusScan, you have to restart your computer. Sure, we'll do that. And we get that lovely, I almost said startup, log off sound or shutdown sound from the theme, of course. Really nice. So we'll go into the start menu here and pretty much just go down the list. So we'll start with games. And yeah, Golf 1998 Lite. So we've got multiplayer, which, see, you need the full retail version. Yeah, of course you do. So we'll just do quick start. Oh, here we go. So
the preserve begins with a 391-yard par 4 first hole, which runs uphill. A good drive will leave you with a long to middle iron shot on your approach to the green. Bunkers complacently guard the large green, but the surface has many undulations and putting can be a challenge.
It can be a challenge, okay. So you got a nice little intro video there. I wonder if that's going to happen on every hole, but so you got your nature sound effects and all that. Okay, so I think we just, this is how you control your swing. Yeah, that's right. So, oh, I didn't want to actually swing. Okay. I didn't even set up anything, so I just swung like straight. Oh gosh. Okay. Hit continue. So now we're like over here. So we can move. Can we move with the? Yeah. So we can move the arrow key. It doesn't actually move your guy. It just, you see the little pole up there that moves around. So like we want to aim there, and let's just. How do we change our club? We're on what? Oh, there we go. Well, we definitely don't want our putter. Let's go to, I don't know, a 7-iron maybe? Yeah, let's go with that. Make sure we're aiming in the right. Oh, how do I... Oh, okay. Oh, you can drag it too. Look at that. Okay. Let's just try it.
Don't go over there.
Okay, so your guy has, like, things that he says, little quotes.
Focus on advancing the ball up here. Don't leave it in the cabbage, whatever you do.
Okay, okay. Like, I think you just drag that there, right? I've literally not... I've played plenty of golf games, but, well, honestly, what? Wii Sports Golf and, like, one golf game on Steam, so, like, not plenty. Maybe, like, 2 or 3. But... Oh, I think you're supposed to click in between those lines. That's not too bad. Oh!
You should have no trouble with that one.
Yeah, I should have no trouble with that one.
Straight at it. Straight up the hill.
Straight up the hill, okay. So we want to, like, move it right there. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Well,
That...
straight at it. Straight up the hill.
Yeah, freaking... Okay.
Well, that
Thank
cost us.
you.
You're +1 now.
So that was a bogey? Yeah, of course it is. Okay. Bay Harbor Preserve. Okay, so what was that, a par, like,
Although
3?
Short, the 341-yard par 4
Oh no,
second
a
hole
bogey
can
was
be
par
hazardous.
4, yeah.
Tee shots must cross a large...
Okay, so you can just click that to stop the video. Now rotate, is this, yeah. Oh, there, yeah, you're supposed to rotate. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So, you can't really see it in real time, so we'll let it move, like, over here, and then, no, okay, let's go back, like, there. Okay, not there either. Let's go maybe, you know what, let's just go back to the default position. Okay, move this here, and then swing. Well, that was a pretty bad shot.
Machete in the bag. No, don't be foolish. Let's keep it away from the trees.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult there, dude. So, now that's interesting. I'm pressing the right and left arrow keys, and they're both moving the pole in the same direction, which it wasn't doing before. So, alright, let's just swing with the default club it has selected. Oh my gosh. That move...
Okay, well, it's a wood alert. You can't get it over those. You gotta play smart.
Yeah, this is... Okay, you know what? We're just going to quit out of this now while I still have my sanity. But yeah, that's Golf 98 Lite. Yeah, we want to save that game. Let's just call this Screw Up. So yeah, Golf 98 Lite. At least they gave you a nice little trial of it, so you could decide if you wanted to buy the full game, which I probably would not have done. But, you know, it was there. I'm not saying the game is bad. I'm definitely not probably playing it right. But, yeah, lose your marbles. I do remember this one. But like I said, it's just been a while. Sega Soft. Oh, yeah. Designed for Microsoft Plus, 98. This was the... Oh, this was... I know it involves marbles and, like, are you moving? What are you doing? I think you're, like, matching them. Okay. What? What's... Okay, apparently is there a menu or something up that I just can't see? Okay, enter? I have no idea what I just selected. Okay, I pressed quit, evidently. So, yeah, of course you get like an ad here for the full version. What was that about? Why can't I, like... Why can't I get to the menu or whatever? I mean, it was on the menu, but it wasn't displaying properly. What is... I think I just quit again. Yeah, it did. Okay, so I can tell by the sound effect there. Is that because of the screen resolution? Like, we're running at what? 800 by 600, like that's a pretty standard resolution. Is it the color mode maybe? Does it need to be in 16-bit color? Nope, not the color mode. Okay, I still don't know what... Like, you can tell that this here is when it's over the quit menu, because that's what I selected and it quit out. So let's go there. Okay, basic play. Left and right arrow keys to move the cursor, okay. Use the up and down arrow to slide the columns. That's right. Now I remember this. I think you have to match them. If a column will not move, you will hear a nasty buzzer. Oh, that's nasty, alright. There we go. So, we'll go with 1. I think, are you against the computer? I think you are. Yeah, so... Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Okay, turn that down, please. Well, yeah, that's... I'm just gonna quit the... Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah, this game is definitely not really, not really displaying properly on here. But, yeah, there's... There's Marble... I almost said Marble Blaster. Gosh, that really took me back. Yeah, great game, by the way. Marble Blaster. And that one was like, okay, I assume it would actually be better if you could, you know, display it properly. So, we're gonna set everything back to the settings we had before. We're gonna restart Windows again. So yeah, let's go back into the start menu here and go to our next item. No, not that. Not Outlook Express. I don't want Outlook Express. Get out of here. Okay. Yes, I want to exit the wizard. Okay, get out of here. We're not talking about email today. But, have you ever wanted to set up your own private email server? Well, you could do that with today's video sponsor, Linode. If you're looking for a cloud computing provider with the tools needed to scale and deploy applications big and small, look no further than Linode's Linux-based virtual machines. They've been around for almost 2 decades now, and their focus on making cloud computing affordable, accessible, and simple has led businesses of all shapes and sizes to trust them with their hosting needs. To put it simply, if it runs on Linux, it runs on Linode. And with their predictable, no lock-in pricing, you'll always know what you pay each month. And if your hosting needs increase, you can easily up your plan to a higher tier in just a few clicks. Linode is planning on adding at least a dozen more data centers around the world next year, all equipped with enterprise-level capabilities like load balancers, object storage, and Kubernetes. And as a thank you for sitting through this ad, if you sign up for a new Linode account by clicking my link below, you'll receive a 60-day, $100 credit to give them a test drive for completely free. So whether you're looking to change providers or are just getting started with cloud computing, be sure to check them out, and huge thanks again to Linode for making this episode possible. I promise you that was just a coincidence, but it was too good of a coincidence to pass up on that segue. But, yeah, so Spider Solitaire, let's go. So, this was actually the first Windows card game that I ever played. We're gonna go through and just, I don't know, can I drag, wait, can you not? Oh, that's right, you can't. That's right. Now, I'm like so used to Solitaire. You're supposed to make these and then you deal. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know what? This is probably going to be a pretty long video. I just realized that, like, because we have a lot to go through. I forget how much stuff was included in these packs, man. Yeah, that was the big thing too that made it a lot easier, is having hints, because you could press the H key or click the little score box down here that was in the XP version, and it would show you a move. And so I did that, you know, a lot. That's how that's what I did to kind of get through the game when I was like, what do I do? So I'm like, how am I going to do this here? Because this can't really go anywhere. If these were the same suit, they could go here. If I could move the 7, I could move the 8 over there. There's the 7 for that, but I can't move the... You know what? That's Spider Solitaire. We're not going to spend... This is going to turn into a video of me trying to beat Solitaire. McAfee VirusScan, we went through this a little bit. We can open the program here again. And, you know, I mean, it's an antivirus program. We don't have any viruses on here, thankfully, to demo it with. But, you know, you could choose where you wanted to scan. If you wanted to scan, like, in just a specific folder, like on the desktop, for instance, you could hit OK. And we'll scan all files and compressed files. We don't have any yet, but we'll get to that later on. So we'll scan now. And there we go, found nothing, hooray. You can choose when a virus is found, what it should do, prompt the users, the default one. You could just move it automatically, delete it automatically. I would personally like to be prompted, so I'll just select that there. Display message, possible virus detected, sure, sound alert, you got a log file. So yeah, you got some additional tools as well. You can go to advanced, and you could, you know, switch between the advanced and the classic mode. You could password protect certain options. Okay, so that's useful if you don't want people getting into certain areas of the program. And the virus list. So here's all of the known viruses that it searches for. You can actually, you can get info about them. Oh, that's neat. That's pretty cool. So it's like a little database as well. Stone.michelangelo.e. Let's select that one, see if it's got information about that. Okay, virus info. There you go. So floppy and boot records, what it infects, virus size 512 bytes, and characteristics. So these aren't like checkboxes that you can check. It's just to let you know, like, it's memory resident, it is repairable. So yeah, that's actually really nice. I didn't even realize that VirusScan had that. So, and I assume this would, you know, increase as you got new virus definitions. This virus list would grow a bit. But yeah, that's VirusScan. I mean, it's nice that they included a piece of antivirus software. So next up is the Deluxe CD Player, and we're going to try to use my copy of Half-Life to put in here, and we'll see if, because, you know, there should be audio. I mean, there are audio files on here, so we'll see if it's can do something with that. There we go. New album found in Drive D. Deluxe CD Player can download artist, title, and track information. Sure. And, well, actually, it's not going to be able to connect to the internet anyway, but there you go. We'll turn up the sound a little bit there. I turned it way down during the marble game. Oh, yeah. There we go. So if you wanted to listen to the Half-Life soundtrack, you could do it with the Deluxe CD Player, because why not? Now, I think you can go to, yeah, track here. So, it's skip track 1. I think track 1 is, yeah, track 1's probably data, so it's 33 minutes long. Get to track 3. Here's the, welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System, you know, when you're going through that. It's got that going on in the background. So I can almost hear like the voice prompts in my head, because I've played through this. Well, it's definitely been a while since I've played through Half-Life, but I definitely had my really into Half-Life phase. So I mean, hey, it's a great game series. I'd love to play it again at some point. Maybe I should do a live stream or something. I don't know, just play through Half-Life or Half-Life 2. I was actually playing, well, okay, I kind of take that back. I was playing Half-Life 2 a little bit last night. So, but it's been a while since I've played Half-Life 1. But Half-Life 2, I was playing a little bit last night, because I don't know, I just felt like it for the first time in, like, literally 2 years. On my Steam, it said that I last played it in 2020. So, yeah, it's definitely had been a while since I played Half-Life 2 as well. I'm definitely rambling. Let's just get out of it. That's the Deluxe CD Player. You know, you got some nice features. It would download stuff over the internet if you were actually connected to the internet. It would be able to download track names and stuff. There's also a tiny view, which is really minimal thing you could drag like down here. Also under options, you've got preferences, you got album options, primary provider tunes.com, show control. Oh yeah, that's nice. You can have it on the taskbar. Like the little thing down here, you could click to get access to it. And just play and pause it, actually. That's what it does. That's really nice. So, you got preview time, you know, slider there, playlists, album information, view albums by artist name. Of course, there's no artist info for this. So, yeah. That's, you know, it's a CD player. It's a deluxe CD player, but it is still a CD player. So yeah, definitely a really nice inclusion. So going back to the menu here, we've got our desktop themes. Why don't we change the theme? All right, so I just pulled up a list here of the new desktop themes in Plus 98. There's 18 of them, and we're just going to go through them briefly here, and I'll let you take a look at them. First up is architecture. This is a new one. So this is what it looks like. We'll apply it here. I definitely love this background. Look at that. Oh my gosh, dude. That's like, whoo. That's like some vaporware stuff. This could be like on like an album cover or something. So yeah, really nice looking. After that, we've got Kathy, which apparently uses Active Desktop to do some stuff. I think well, if it actually wants to load. Do we not have Active Desktop enabled? There we go. Active Desktop was not enabled. Now we can enable it. Woo. Okay, so here's Kathy, and I think if we click on this or something, Kathy.com. Okay. 301. Oh, we are on the network. That's right. We are. Yeah, I forgot I had my network cable plugged into this thing. So yeah, we got a 308 permanent redirect on that, whatever site it tried to go to. And this border, honestly, this looks pretty nice. This purple border here. So yeah, there you go. So that's the Kathy theme. Next up is Garfield, which I believe also utilizes Active Desktop as well. Internet Explorer install on demand to display this page. Oh my gosh, well, we're not going to be able to get Macromedia Flash Player. What is it trying to download, though? Yeah, well, that... Oh my gosh. Well, Explorer just crashed. So, oh, and look at that. It just reset the wallpaper to the, you know, Windows 98 Active Desktop. Man, we're just breaking everything today, aren't we? So let's try to apply that again. Okay, so here's Garfield. It's yelling at us about Macromedia Flash again, which we don't want. It just literally... Alright, well that's Garfield of what you can see from it anyway. Oh yeah, the Active Desktop recovery. Oh gosh, what a classic. Okay, Jazz. Not inside your computer. Jazz. You like jazz? I do. Okay, apply. I think this is also an Active Desktop one, so... Is it going to restore the Garfield one? Yes, I want to restore. No, no! Oh, well, at least it displayed properly this time. And I just dragged that window underneath the taskbar. There we go. Yeah, so you got a link to Garfield.com. So here's the Jazz wallpaper. So it's animated. Look at that. Isn't that fancy? Corbis Photography, we looked at a little briefly, but that is a new one in Plus 98. So... we'll apply it here, and this has Active Desktop in it, so you got some animated stuff, and I assume there's a shortcut to Corbis. Yep, right there. So there you go. Foxtrot is another animated one with Active Desktop, so I think there's yeah, the eyes blink. You got a link right here to foxtrot.com. You've got Cityscape, which should be way up here. There it is. Oh my gosh, look at that photo. Is so cool. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is really cool looking. This is probably render. This is definitely some render. And that really just... oh my gosh. I absolutely love that. So, yeah, there's Cityscape. You've got Doonesbury. Or Doonesbury. Seems like another partnership thing they got going on. They had a few, like, partnerships with other brands in here too, so that's nice. Falling Leaves, which is right here. You got a little tree branch as your cursor there. Got some high-class fashion going on over here. Look at this. Oh my gosh, dude. Looks like an old car there in the background. Geometry. This one's probably gonna be cool. Oh my gosh. Look at those geometric shapes, man. And look at your cursor. Horror Channel, which is luckily the next one. That's the start menu. Oh my gosh, that's yeah, that's the, like, when you open up a, you know, like, folder in the start menu and stuff. That could get so obnoxious after a while. Yeah, I realize we haven't gone through all the sound packs, but, you know, let's just say, some of the sounds you'd want to keep on, some of them you'd want to disable, like this one. Probably going to want to disable that, because hearing this... yeah, that's going to raise some questions, especially, you know, if it's like 12 o'clock at night when you're using your computer. Okay, so that's Horror Channel. What else do we got? We've got... I had lost where I was in this list here. Horror Channel, Jazz we took a look at, Peanuts. Oh, there's a Peanuts theme too. It's pretty appropriate. It's almost Christmas time, so you're going to probably see a Charlie Brown Christmas on TV at some point. So... Yeah, I got some pretty appropriate peanut sounds. So, yeah, again, another like partnership theme thing. Photo disc. We've got the photo disc theme. Did we already take a look at this? I think we did. No, we didn't. Power picks from photo disc. We got rock and roll. Absolutely love this background here. Gosh, they went all out with these backgrounds, man. Let me tell you. I mean, don't you miss when Windows... It just feels like Windows had so much more personality back then. Like, now you just get... You want light mode or dark mode? That's it. Take it or leave it. Back then, you had, like, all these... And to be fair, of course, this was a separate program you had to buy. But, I mean, again, 98 came with the 95 Plus themes included just by default. I mean, it was great. Like, they had just a bunch of stuff in here. Science fiction is up next. This is a new one. My suspicion was correct. So, or did I even mention this earlier? Whatever. This is science fiction. You've got some science fiction going on here. I don't remember this space one from... You know what? Maybe it was. Because I think some of the 95 Plus themes, they did update slightly. Like, some of them got new wallpaper, some of them got new sound packs in Plus 90, or Plus 98, just Windows 98 here. Maybe this is a new one. It's not on this list here. I'm just on some guy's blog. And he just listed out all the themes. But yeah, you got World Traveler. That's a really cool photo there. So, World Traveler, your cursor is an airplane. Pretty nice sound effects, pretty decent. And Windows 98, which I think we'll set it to Windows 98 for the rest of the video. Really cool looking wallpaper. You got like the Windows flag, the 4 Windows flag colors, another bigger Windows flag in the background. Maintenance Wizard. We took a look at this. We can change the maintenance schedule. Now again, this was not a Plus 98 exclusive feature. It was just they added that additional start menu thing to this, but it just shows up in the program group here. We've got the Organic Art Screensaver. Now, this is something that you could just apply from the screensavers, which is actually what it's going to do. It's going to pop up with the screensavers thing and display properties. So it's labeled as Plus 98. You also have all the other screensavers from the themes in here. Oh, look at that. So we got the clouds wallpaper with some animated stuff going on top of it. It's a little bit cropped here. Let's resize or do an auto adjust here. Computer artworks. So is this all it is, or does it change? Because it looked like it was a different thing in the preview window. Yeah, it must change. Like, let's go to settings here. So let's try to mess around with this and change it every 1 second between the, like, I think under playlist here you've got, yeah, like all this stuff that it alternates through, and we can preview any one of these. So yeah, these are all like 3D renders of various types. Ring thing. CA ring thing. Okay, let's see what this is. That's definitely a ring thing. So, yeah, you could modify this, you know, you could go through and pick what you wanted and what you didn't want. Apparently it likes to freeze on you as well sometimes. I just take a little while to get out of it there. So, yeah, you got system info. You know, gives your system specifications another way to do that if you wanted to not go into system properties for some reason. And you've got credits. So, yeah. Let's hit OK. And let's hit preview, and we'll see if this actually changes every 1 second. Looks like it's going to. It's just going to take a while to change. So we're not going to get to see much of it. Let's change it to 5 seconds, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, but it's definitely changing around the 5-second mark. Of course, not every computer from this time period is going to be able to display all of this properly. Like, a really low-end system is probably going to have some trouble. We've got a Pentium 3 in here, and half a gig of RAM. Although it's still, I mean, look at that. That's some really low frame rate now. It just picked up. But, you know, it's just various shapes and things going on. A lot of movement, which, of course, you want with a screensaver. So, yeah, that's the Organic Art Screensaver, which I think was the last thing in the list here. Oh, no, Picture It Express. Almost forgot about that. You know what? I think we've taken a look at this before, because I believe this was in that package of French Microsoft software that I received from a viewer back last year. Yep, I did a whole video on this. It was actually earlier this year. I made the French Windows 98 or Windows NT install back in late 2021. But then I just went through all the other software in, what was that, January, late January of this year. Gosh, it's almost a year ago. Jeez, time is going fast. But yeah, so that was the full version of this. I would recommend checking that out if you want to get a full picture of this software, because this is really just the basic, like, express version, the trial of sorts, even though it wasn't a 30-day trial or anything. It's just a more limited program compared to the full one. So, you know, it just basically let you select pictures. You can make modifications to it, add various effects and stuff, and, you know, do all sorts of things. So we can pick a photo here. Let's go to my picture. Although, do we even have, are there even sample photos on Windows 98? I don't think there are. Yeah, we got nothing. So you know what we'll do? We'll go to Internet Explorer, and we'll go to theoldnet.com. Let's go to Nintendo.com in 1996, just, you know, the default, because why not? And we'll download this image right here. Save picture as untitled.bmp. So we'll close out of that. And now if we cancel out of this, that was a rather obnoxious sound. My picture, there it is. So we can select that and open it. And I don't know, let's crop it out. Why not? Let's make a crop here of Mario. It's a really great pose Mario's in. Let's make like a star. Yeah, because, you know, Mario's always collecting stars. Yeah, let's drag that out like... this is going to be such a disaster. Of course, that's kind of the goal with this stuff. I just really try to mess around with these programs and do really stupid stuff with them. Cropping your collage, we'll flatten it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, look at that, man. That's amazing. Okay, let's go to, yeah, let's change the brightness and contrast. All right, let's move this like way over here. Maybe move this back a little bit like that, maybe. And, you know, we can tune it up a little bit, get some fine tuning going on. Alright, and we can, what can we do? Edge effects, soft edges. Let's maybe increase that a little bit. Oh yeah, check that out. Alright, so we'll, we'll save that. Oh yeah, save as wallpaper. Let's go. Oh yeah, man. Oh no, it didn't save as the wallpaper. What the heck, man? I want to save it as the wallpaper. Save as wallpaper. What's going on, man? It didn't... Oh, there we go. We just had to refresh. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. It's our wallpaper now. So, yeah, there's Picture in Express. We got some options in here. Oh, I definitely want to turn off the sounds. Those are rather obnoxious. So, yeah, I think that's enough of Picture It for now. We're definitely going to save... Oh, yeah, we want to save changes to the existing image. That's for sure. And let's go back in here. One thing I realized I skipped over is disk cleanup. Now, just like the maintenance wizard, disk cleanup was not included with Plus 98. They just made enhancements to the existing program that was already in Windows 98. This is the new addition right here. Non-critical files are files commonly found on your system but are seldom used. Many of these files can be safely deleted. Unlike other cleaners, this cleaner is not automatic but will instead bring up an Explorer-like interface allowing you to remove the non-critical files. So we'll uncheck everything else and we'll hit OK. And we'll say, are we sure you want to delete files, even though it's not going to delete anything until it tells us what we can delete. And then you see it brings up a different scanner interface here. So it's going to scan through everything. And we get this, as it said, an Explorer style interface. We can go through. And we've got some zip files here that are stored in like C, Windows, Java. We've got some Norton related stuff here. Let's go to help files. Probably have a lot of those. Oh yeah, we do. So we got all these help files. And it actually, these aren't necessarily safe to delete. You see this little box over here. That'll be color coded. So like red is do not delete, yellow use caution when deleting, green is safe to delete. So probably all these help files. We got one here that we passed. This GID, what is this in? Oh, it's in the Maxis folder. So that's for SimCity 2000. So I'm not going to delete that. So yeah, you definitely want to be more of an advanced user and kind of know what you're doing when you go through this program, because you don't want to like delete stuff that you don't want to delete. Though I wonder if it will prevent you from doing that. Like if I go to cursors here and go into cursors, will it... Okay, all these are just yellow. Is there anything that's red? I guess not. Okay, fonts. Let's go to registered fonts. Okay, now see, these are red. So let's see if we can delete this. Are you sure you want to delete the selected item? Yes. This is wingding 3.ttf. So it just comes with another confirmation thing. It will delete it. So you can delete stuff in red. So yeah, you definitely want to be... I mean, it's called the non-critical file cleaner. But you can definitely remove critical files. Like if you delete all the Windows fonts, like that's not going to be good. So you definitely want to be cautious. Though I wonder if there's a way to like disable that. Like if we go to file, I guess maybe not. There's no options thing. Can we right click here? No. Interesting. That actually surprises me. I thought it would for sure like come up with a thing saying you can't delete this file. But you know, it's nice to have. It breaks down everything by file type. It tells you what's critical or what's not. And yeah, of course, even the things that show up as safe to delete, like that SimCity thing, like, I don't know if you want to delete that. I mean, that's probably a SimCity, like, I mean, it is a SimCity related file. Maybe it's critical to the game, and if you delete it, the game won't work. I mean, so you want to, even with the stuff that says safe to delete, you want to make sure you know what you're doing. So this is definitely not for the novice user, but it's a nice... Gosh, the freaking wallpaper. You think I should have this as the default wallpaper in like every single Windows 98 PC video going forward? Probably not, but I'm gonna definitely have to save this and like, you know, have it on my main computer or something. Gosh, that is so funny. This is like what just screwing around and picture it for 5 seconds does to you. But yeah, so I think that's everything. I mean, we went through everything in the program group here. On the list, let me just go through that. We did VirusScan, we did Spider Solitaire, we did Picture It Express, Organic Art Screensaver, The Maintenance Wizard, Lose Your Marbles, Golf 98, Disk Cleanup Add-ons, Desktop Themes, Deluxe CD Player. The one thing we haven't done is take a look at compressed folders. Now, compressed folders is, you know, pretty self-explanatory. If we go to my documents here, let's say I want to compress these two files into a folder. We can right-click on it, we can go to Send To, compressed folder, and there we go. We got untitled.zip with the two files in it, and we can double click on it, and you know, we can view stuff even. Okay, well, MS Paint decided to crash there, but yeah, so it's zip files, you know, really nice feature to have. But yeah, there you have it. That is everything that Microsoft Plus 98 has to offer. And that pretty much does it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this one, be sure to give it a thumbs up, get subscribed, all that good stuff. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.